Which party is more sympathetic to land grabbers and criminals? This question was asked as part of this poll. For what it's worth, here are the responses. BJP 19.6% say overall respondents, 50% say the Trinamool, 12% say left, and 2.7% say the Congress, 15% say they don't know, can't say. Now, the counter to this, Yashwant Deshmukh, is very naturally, since the Trinamool is in power, the anti-incumbency will be against them, and therefore 50% plus of the respondents think that it is the Trinamool which is more sympathetic to land grabbers and criminals, which means that there is manifest anti-incumbency, and the BJP is looking to tap into that.
Well, Rahul, the unfortunate part of the West Bengal politics is that the 2011 verdict of Paribortan, it resulted in change of the person who sat on the chair. That's fine. But the entire mechanism of power or the criminal power nexus which was on the ground, that did not change. Somehow, that nexus simply changed the political allegiance to whichever party came into power, in this case, which is the TMC. So, Sandesh Khali is not just about one person or the communal angle which obviously BJP is trying to play, but it's not just about that thing, Rahul. Sandesh Khali is way beyond that. Sandesh Khali is way beyond just the rape or the... It's about the culture of political violence. It's about the culture of the political patronage of the criminal nexus and the violence at large, which was earlier patronized by the left front for 30 long years. And unfortunately, on the ground, it got shifted lock, stock and barrel under the, perceived as under the...
Manojit Mandal, do you want to respond to what Yashwant is saying? It's very clear. There is anti-incumbency. And 50% of the overall respondents think that it's the Trinamool that's more sympathetic to land grabbers and to criminals.
I think 3 years back, we were debating on the same issue before the assembly elections, along with this.
But that was an assembly election which is localized. The BJP didn't have the strength to win. This is a Lok Sabha election. It's different.
Yeah. Even then, you had 10 years of incumbency, anti-incumbency factor. Even then, the TMC got more votes than it got in 2016. More number of seats than it got in 2016. That was the real anti-incumbency because that was the state election. Now it is anti-incumbency against Mr. Modi. And look at the issues. Look at the banks. Look at BSNL. Connecting people. I used to see this advertisement even 10 years before. What is BSNL? LIC is being divested. Banks are now getting merged. Banks are getting looted, and Modi's friends are living in London. People can understand that. Especially I still remember this very fascinating image of BSNL being on the screen, reconnecting India. What is that? It used to be one of the biggest companies in Asia. What is that BSNL? I want to know. People can understand, Rahul, what is what. I mean, and that's why they need Mandir, Masjid, CBI, ED, income tax to win elections. I mean, when Mr. Modi was talking about corruption, who was sitting in the front bench? Mr. Subhendu Adhikari. Who was shown by BJP as taking money in 2016.
Okay, Shatrupa, respond to that.
When you talk about amassing wealth, it was Mr. Subhendu Adhikari who...
That you're looking to polarize because that's the only wicket that you think you have going for you, which is why it's the last stroke of the BJP in the hope of trying to do better in West Bengal.
No, Rahul, allow me to, you've shown two tables, allow me to just share one column of one table. I have with me data which talks about 2014 Lok Sabha results in West Bengal and 2019 Lok Sabha in West Bengal, where in 2014 ST vote we had got 11%, 2019 we've got 62%. Muslim 2% voted for in 2014, 4% voted in 2019. Women 12% voted for us in West Bengal in 2014 and 38% voted for us in 2019. The reason why I'm reading out all this is today even the Prime Minister in his speech mentioned that people are going to vote for us, and not only because Yashwantji has of course pointed out the polarization factor, but we are not polarizing Sandesh Khali. We are just saying that like the Prime Minister said, even the Muslims will vote. Of course the women of West Bengal, like all over India, will. What he said, what the Prime Minister said was very, very I would say, very poignant, because he said that even the Muslims will vote for us.
Okay.
This coming from a party which is being always accused of being anti-Muslim, the Prime Minister saying this, I think, is huge.
You know, also the fact is that this is the one state where the state government was hoping to put up a strong fight. Sandesh Khali has muddied the waters for the Trinamool, given the BJP an opportunity to see if the lotus can bloom even further, and that is what now puts Mamata Banerjee on the defensive and a rampaging BJP going in for the jugular. Let's see what happens next. Has this issue peaked? Can the BJP keep it alive? Will it start to taper? We'll track all of that and more.